Hi everyone, welcome to the visual arts community, just for teachers like you, elementary art teachers. I'm Sarah Rising, moderator for this group, and in this episode we're going to go beyond the lesson plan. I've divided it into two parts because there is so much information, and what we're going to talk about is the Georgia Department of Education, which I'll call Godot, instructional resources and ways that you can maximize your time by using these free resources that a lot of teachers and administrators have put together to help the visual art elementary teachers. Please take a few minutes to watch the video. I've also included a link that will take you to the presentation that will allow you to click on the links and then participate in the discussion question at the end. I can't wait to hear your ideas. Make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any updates and posts, discussions, or any other parts of the fun. All right, here we go. So if you're anything like me, staring at a lesson planner that looks like this, all blank, can do one of two things for you. It can leave you with lots of excitement for things to come, or it can leave you with a little bit of a panic if it's Sunday night and this is the lesson plan for the week. We're all different in our districts and how we have to put together and present our lesson plans. But what I'm going to share with you today is a plan to have a plan, and it's all free and it's all out there for us to use as Georgia visual arts educators. We're going to discuss the Fine Art Standards of Excellence. I've got some links for you to get to that, and the Godot community. A couple of these things we've already discussed before, and I'm just going to go a little bit further in depth with you on these. And then part two, I'll go over the instructional resources for fine arts teachers. Those are the resources that includes curriculum maps, unit lesson plans, PowerPoint presentations, just a whole lot of information that you can pick and choose to fit the way you work in your classroom. So Fine Art Standards, again, this link, if you click here, this will take you to the link. And it is something that we're all aware of as veteran teachers, but if you're new to the district, new to the state, this is a great resource to check out our standards and what guides us in our practice. Those standards of excellence, the visual art instructional frameworks, includes one ways that you can use the lessons. There are videos and instructional resources as well. And again, by clicking on this, it will take you to the resource for this. When you click on the link, it will take you to this document. Don't be afraid when you see that it's 86 pages. It does include everything from kindergarten all the way up to grade 12. For us as Visual Arts Elementary, you'll use the table of contents and you can see there, ours just goes up to page 18. And what you can find here, if you're not aware of it already, it has a course description for each grade level. So you'll see that this builds and scaffolds on the next year. So in kindergarten, we can see that the goal course description introduces creating, presenting, and responding to art while connecting the role of art to other areas. And then within each of these, there are 4 domains: the creating, presenting, responding, and connecting. That's all the same throughout all of the grade levels. And then there are sub-standards within each of the domains. You can use these when you're writing your own lesson plans, and then I'll show you how these are incorporated into some of the pre-made plans that I'll show you in part 2. And again, you can see in first grade, it expands on previous courses more in depth. I'm not going to read all that to you. But then as you scroll through, you can see how it works for each of the grades. I like to keep a printed out copy in my planner. I also like to share it with admin, so when they are doing our TEKS reviews, it's also helpful to have that on hand, and then they can see at a glance when they are doing any kind of TEKS reviews for us. The Godot community includes, if you already have become a member, PLCs, webinars, discussions, and one-on-one help. Now, you could be watching this video without actually accessing the Godot community. So I wanted to share with you, if you're not already a member, how you can do that. One of the benefits of the Godot community is it offers professional learning opportunities. And again, I mentioned if you're not already a member, if you click here, this will take you to a link to join the community and to join groups, but it also allows you access to the items listed below here. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how you do that. When you click on this link, this link takes you to a document that explains just an overall snapshot of what the community is for fine arts. But the first thing that you need to do, again, if you haven't already done this, is you need to create an account. And this will show you how to do all of that. The community website is linked here, and this will take you to the account. And then once you're in the account, you can join groups, and you can also get to professional learning. That's the document for those of you that haven't created an account yet. And basically, that's all there is to that. Now, once you've joined and created an account, you'll have access to see all of these things. I've just included a snippet of the page. But again, when you come back to the presentation, you can click here on this image, and it will take you to the Visual and Media Arts on-demand PLC webinars. So the first thing that you want to do is select a webinar. And I'm going to just walk you through how we do this. Let's pick Journal as a Reflective Practice as the selection for this PLC. So the first thing you're going to do is click on that. All right, once you've selected your topic, you'll click on it, and it will take you to a page that looks like this, where you're going to need to complete and submit the form. It's simple. You simply go through this little survey and enter all of your information. Once you click submit, you'll then get a page that looks like this. And that will include the link to your video webinar, Professional Learning. The one we chose, like I said, Visual Journey as a Reflective Practice. And it will give you a YouTube link, and then you can go through at your leisure and watch that webinar. This is what the response looks like once you submit your information, and you will get information here that takes you through the whole process of how to use the webinar. It includes a link. Reminder, copy and save all links for later viewing before you close this window. So remember to save that link. And then they will give you a certificate of completion. You've got to take the quiz with a score of 80% or higher. So for districts that require so many hours of PLC work, this is a good resource for that. They also are asking if you wouldn't mind to do a feedback survey. It is really helpful so that we know what works and what doesn't work. I'm going to click on the link just to show you what that looks like. And again, it takes you to the video. And just like the rest of our webinars, includes a presentation from Jess Booth and topics relating to visual journals as a reflective process. I know that you guys will really enjoy this. It's just really nice to be able to do this on demand and work on it at home at your leisure. Personally, I keep a notebook with notes inside on the topics that I've reviewed. Well, that was a lot of information. I hope you found that useful. And for our discussion this week, what I'd like to do is ask you guys, what professional learning opportunities do you find most useful as a visual arts teacher? If you could post your responses to these in the discussion section, that would be wonderful. I hope you enjoyed it, and come back for part 2 when we're going to look at the instructional resources for the classroom. See ya.